All right, home stretch. Let's do it. So I've got our lovely sky with our gentle, magnanimous, cute clouds, our majestic mountains there in the background. We've got some nice, deep, dark shrubbery in the way distance. Some more kind of light, fluffy shrubbery in the front, and our nice little cascading hill of grassy goodness there in the front. So now let's add a few last-minute details to make things super cute. So now I've been working with my big girl brush. Love her. That little skinny girl has made an appearance. She's cute. If I want to go for this one, maybe a little bit of a mid-range thing. So that medium brush girl that we almost visited earlier, this is her moment. Anything, again, doesn't really want a little bit smaller than that big brush maybe, but size, not so much an issue. The most important thing is we want to make sure she's got a nice flat edge on her. So I'm gonna make brown. Scott, I don't have brown on my paper plate. Don't worry, we're gonna make it. Interesting thing, all these kind of earth tones, natural earth tones, are essentially all of our primary colors combined. So the best way I would recommend doing this is on whatever space you got left on your rapidly diminishing surface area that is your palette, with whatever that kind of medium, middle of the road, flat edge brush. I'm going to start by mixing a little bit of red and yellow together. I want to get a nice, bright, fiery orange color. Red and yellow first. Once you get that bright orange, we're going to screw with that color wheel a little bit and add just a little bit of blue into that. So red and yellow first, and then a little bit, just start with a little bit at a time as you go, sort of mixing up a little bit more blue. That's going to start putting that kind of earth tonesy, browns, ambers, that kind of color. This is a nice kind of little witchy moment of a little bit of this, a little bit of that, until you get that right color you want. But red, yellow, and then a little bit more blue gets at the brown. I'm feeling adventurous, so I'm going to add a little bit of black to it too, just to get her a nice kind of dark brown, really let her pop out from there. As you're mixing these browns, just remember if it's coming out looking a little purple, add a little bit more yellow to it. If it's looking a little more green, add a little bit more red. Until you get it right. But once you're feeling good to okay about that little kind of brown wooden color, I'm going to get a decent amount of that right on the edge of my medium brush. And I'm going to come up here to my, somewhere along the top of this lovely rolling cascading hill that we've got. And following that, I'm going to just start and pulling down, shaping out a little kind of long skinny rectangle there. A little dark brown rectangle. Maybe she's hanging out right there at the top edge of my canvas, little canvas hill there. Once you've got this kind of dark bit laid down, I want to put a little bit of a triangle there right on the top, so it looks like you got this little brown rectangle, tiny little brown triangle hanging up right there next to her. Once you got that, I'm going to use that same brown paint, but I'm going to add a little bit of white to it, just a tiny little bit of white. To lighten her up, I want to get her maybe a shade or two lighter than what I was just playing with. Then you can come on top of this thing, kind of following the edge of that little triangle. And the same kind of pull down, just twice, maybe little two things, right next to each other. Over there on the other side. Checking out my little roof. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. And you know what, with that same light brown color, I'm just gonna say screw it. Maybe there's a little trail that goes from down there somewhere up to the front door of our little house. We should probably give her a door, so using that same brown, maybe I'll switch back over to that little skinny girl brush. Get a little bit more of that. Maybe I'll make her a little bit, add a little bit more brown, darken her up a little bit. Put a little chimney up there on my roof somewhere. And then with a little bit of black paint right on the tip, just the tip. Oh, she's so cute with that little baby brush. Come in here in the front, maybe shape out my little door to my building. Maybe she got some windows on the side. You decide how many, kind of up to you. I don't know, she's an old girl, she's been here for a while, she's barely hanging on for another winter. Cute, lovely, sweet, sexy, gorgeous. Once you've got that house done, you can then go back in with some of that, you can mix up a little bit more of that green on whichever brush you fancy. You can go around and kind of maybe tap, 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 tap. A little bit more yellow in there. Tap, tap, tap in some, she's got some bushes hanging around the back. Maybe coming down the other side. There's a little bit of greenery going down here too. Also, if you want to be real wild and crazy, maybe that skinny little tiny tip brush. You can mix up a little bit of red and whites. Remember, we got that pink that we first started playing with a million lifetimes ago. And if you want to go in, just kind of dip, 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 maybe throw in some. She's got some flowers hanging out there, growing behind her house, around her house, and even down this little trail. Dot, 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 dot. Just kind of randomly, sporadically, wherever is singing to you in your spirit in that moment. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I love her. But just for composition's sake, let's throw something over here on the other side. So that same, maybe we'll say that medium brush again, whichever thing that's got a nice sharp edge on it. Over here on this other side, with a little bit more of that brown. Let's see, I'm going to add a little bit more black to that brown. I want to get a nice, deep, dark lady there. Maybe I'll add a little bit more red too. Oh, that looks interesting. Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of fun. Okay, yeah, I don't know what that color is, but she's cute. We're going to call her cute. But getting a little bit of that dark kind of brown right on that edge of that medium brush. I'm going to shape out a little, she's kind of a little sad dead tree over here looking out over this beautiful magistracy. It took her breath and her leaves away. But shaping out trees, you can go from the base to the tip or the tip to the base. I like to start at the tip because I like to know how tall my tree is going to be. So using that little brush with that kind of flat edge to it, using that brown paint, I'm going to decide where my tree lives. And just stick and just kind of drag, let her drag all the way down. Again, doesn't have to be a straight line. I prefer it not to be a straight line, but you know, no judgment there to whatever she designs as. All the way down to the bottom. Only rule about this is we want to make sure it's a little thicker at the bottom than it is at the tip, because you know I appreciate a thick bottom. But shaping out that long kind of skinny main line from a base, using that same idea, you can use that brush, maybe drag. She's got a couple branches going off there. Maybe she's got a sister that lives next to her. Oh, but you know what? Sister got broke in half. So maybe she's just kind of hanging over there. And after you lay one or two kind of nice thick branches down, you can switch back over to that little skinny girl brush, whatever little pointed brush you're working with. And coming on through there, however many, however few, just kind of flick, 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 dragging some little branches off my trees. Again, I don't know your tree. I don't know if she's full of luscious vegetation or like mine, she's a little sad and skinny and just kind of hanging on as best she can. No wrong choices, whatever's up to you. Shaping her out there. Lovely. And if you want to be really extra, mix up a little bit of white or a little bit of that kind of light yellow, red and yellow and white that we've been playing with on that little skinny lady brush. And on the inside most, wherever's closest to all this beautiful sunset majesty, just kind of trace a little bit of light line of that yellowishy white down whatever side is closest to your sun. To give her a little sense that she's got some sunlight beaming off of her, maybe especially around the top there where she can still peek up above those clouds. Oh my gosh, fabulous. If we've followed the IKEA instructions correctly, or it's a paint and sit situation and you had enough Prosecco, she might be looking something kind of like this. Your painting might be looking like something completely different. Your painting might be looking a hot mess. In any case, you are winning, because I hope you enjoyed yourselves and had a good time. So yeah, last thing. no painting is finished until you sign it. So wherever you feel most apt to sign it, make sure you sign it, because if you don't, I will find it, take it, write my name on it, and sell them on Etsy or something. I don't know. I've got a wedding to pay for. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. This was fun. I might do this again. If you think I should, like, subscribe, let me know what you would like to see. And I'll see you in class. Remember, if you are in the New York area, I teach out of a few different art studios. I also freelance my own classes. I can come to you. Birthdays, weddings, bat mitzvahs. I don't want to say funerals, but hey, I'm open to it. You can find me on Class Bento at Paint and Party with Scott Lilly. Or you can reach out to me directly via my website, scottmlilly, LILLY.com, or find me on Instagram at Doodles, DOODLES, by Scott for more. You might actually be watching on that one. I don't know, but anyway, beautiful humans, I love you, I like you, be well, stay awesome, happy painting, and I will see you soon. Mwah. You're cute. You're gonna go in my kitchen.